When you hear the word journaling, your mind probably goes to a diary, right? Just writing down what you did today. Well, we're going to move way beyond that. Today, we're building a powerful, personalized ecosystem for your thoughts. Do you ever feel like your mind is just a jumble? You've got these brilliant ideas, a million things on your to-do list, and all these little worries, and they're all just tangled up together. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. It's so easy to feel that way, and finding any kind of clarity can seem impossible. Dr. Lavery has this fantastic metaphor for this exact feeling. She calls it the tangled yarn. See, our thinking is this long, complex thread, and if we don't give it space, it just gets into these impossible knots. Journaling, that's the act of patiently, gently untangling those threads one by one so we can finally see what we're working with. And that brings us to the classic misconception, right? That a journal is just a log of what happened. But we're going to totally reframe that today. A journal isn't just a record of your past. It's a workshop for designing your future. It's not just one book, it's a whole dynamic system. This is the core idea right here. Instead of thinking about a single journal, I want you to picture an ecosystem. It's this interconnected system where you have different tools for different jobs, but they're all working together to support how you think, plan, and reflect. And here's what makes this so powerful. Your journaling ecosystem isn't some rigid, static thing. It's alive. It grows and adapts based on what you need at this very moment. Maybe this week it's for brainstorming a project, but next month it's for processing a tough day. It changes with you. And look, this isn't just a nice idea. The benefits are for real and backed by research. A consistent journaling habit is shown to help you think more deeply. It actually reduces anxiety. It lets you see how far you've come. And, bonus, it builds the muscle for all other kinds of writing. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually build one? Well, it's not about running out and buying a ton of fancy notebooks. Dr. Lavery gives us a super simple 4-step blueprint to design a system that's tailored just for you. And it starts by looking at what you're already doing. First, you assess. Just take a look at the notes you already take. On your phone, on sticky notes, you're probably journaling more than you realize. Second, identify what you need right now. Is it more organization, a space for creativity? Third, select just 1 or 2 techniques that seem like a good fit. Don't overdo it. And finally, implement. Figure out when and where this can realistically fit into your day. So what do those techniques look like? Well, there are literally hundreds. But let's just look at 2 really popular, really powerful methods. Think of these as potential cornerstones for your ecosystem. But remember, they're just examples to get you started. First up, morning pages. Okay, think of this as a total brain dump. First thing when you wake up, before you do anything else, you just write. 3 pages by hand of whatever is in your head. There's no editing, no judging, no trying to sound smart. You just pour it all out. It is an absolutely incredible tool for clearing out the mental cobwebs. And then you've got the bullet journal. This is where mindfulness and productivity really shake hands. It's a super flexible system for tracking everything from your daily tasks to your biggest life goals. The real magic is in its simple, rapid logging format, which you can customize to be whatever you need it to be. Now, this always leads to the big question, should you go digital or stick with good old pen and paper? And honestly, there's no single right answer. Digital is convenient, it's searchable, it's secure, but writing by hand actually engages your brain on a deeper level. It has fewer distractions and is proven to help you remember things better. Your ecosystem, it can and maybe should have both. Of course, starting any new habit is tough. You can design the most beautiful system in the world, but it's useless if you don't actually use it. So let's talk about the 3 biggest hurdles that stop people right in their tracks. This is the number 1 excuse, isn't it? We have this picture in our heads of journaling as this long, hour-long ritual with a cup of tea. But whose life is actually like that every day? The solution is so simple. Just go small. Try micro-journaling. Seriously, just 2 sentences after a meeting or right before you go to sleep can be unbelievably powerful. The goal is not to write a novel. It's to build a consistent habit. Continuity will always, always beat volume. Ugh, the classic terror of the blank page. You open that fresh notebook, you've got your favorite pen, and your mind just goes completely empty. It's a real thing. This is where prompts become your absolute best friend. They're just a little doorway to get you started. You don't need some deep philosophical question. Just ask yourself something simple like, what's on my mind right now? And just see what happens. I see you. I know you're out there. You bought that beautiful, expensive journal, and now you're too scared to write in it because you might spoil it with your messy handwriting or a thought that isn't perfectly formed. Okay, this is probably the most important reframe of all. A journal is a workspace for your brain. It is not a performance piece for an audience. It's supposed to be messy. Those crossed out words, those chaotic pages, that's the sign that real, deep, important thinking is actually happening. So please, embrace the mess. So as we start to wrap this up, let's just zoom out to the big picture again. The goal here isn't just to journal more. The goal is to build an intentional system for your mind, a reliable habit that's there to support you when you need it the most. This quote from James Clear just perfectly nails what we've been talking about. Look, motivation is great, but it comes and goes. A well-designed system, that's what you can count on day in and day out. Your journaling ecosystem is that system for your thoughts. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about building the perfect all-in-one system right now. Just ask yourself this. What is one small, tiny step you can take today to start building your very own ecosystem for thinking?